They think that the value of XRP will go through the roof and could even go over $60,000, 0 cents, which is news that is making waves in the business world. Someone from Bloomberg said something very bold. XRP is like Bitcoin for banks. They have been backed up by Bloomberg's business news workers. There's more to this than just a guess. It comes from a trustworthy source. More and more people are saying that XRP could become worth as much as $60,000, 0 cents. The last thing Ripple said in public was that they want XRP to become the cryptocurrency that banks choose, just like Bitcoin is for the rest of the market. There's more to these than just gossip or small talk. A Bloomberg expert saw them on live TV and recognized them. It's also a big deal that Ripple has joined forces with the International Swaps and Derivative Association, ISDA. $120, 0 cents quadrillion will be worth of deals they want to make on the XRP system. To deal with such big amounts, this could mean that XRP needs to start at around $10,000, 0 cents. We'll talk about all of these events in more detail in today's film. Hello, this is the place to be for all things XRP. Before we go any further, please click like and subscribe to join our group. Also, we'll give away a lot of XRP when we hit 60,000 followers. To make a bid, you only need to do 3 simple things. Do all of those things. Thanks. Make sure you get a spot by writing help coin in the comments. The movie for today is all about the fuss that Bloomberg made when they said XRP could hit an amazing $60,000, 0 cents in a very short time. First, we'll talk about the revolutionary idea that Ripple is building strong ties with big names in finance and business. Early in the movie, we talk about Ripple's big plan to handle more than $120, 0 cents quadrillion and the International Swaps and Derivatives Association, ISDA. However, that's only the very beginning. Mostly, we've been looking at what's going on in North America and Europe. Even though Ripple has an effect on a lot more places than these 8, let's not forget that Ripple is in places like Africa. Taking big steps forward, working with OnFric, Ripple wants to change how cross-border payments are made in Africa. It's not just for Africa that this project is for. Also, it will be easy to do business between Africa and a number of other important places. Imagine how easy it would be to send money between African countries and the UK. Australia and the Gulf Council for Cooperation, Ripple's platform lets you do all of these things. And this amount of financial integration around the world has never been seen before. Today's exciting movie will also talk about all of these big changes. Let's find out more about this fascinating subject. Bloomberg is a good source. We will talk about all of these new changes in today's movie. Let's find out more about this fascinating subject. Bloomberg, which is a major source of financial news, has talked a lot about Bitcoin. This is not a new story. It comes up a lot, especially when people talk about how much XRP cost, $69,472, 0 cents. Even though some people might think this is new, it's not. Now and then people guess in this way. And an interesting case, a big financial news site called Forbes once ran a story called "The New Bitcoin is XRP," and it's heading to $59,472, 0 cents. Bard confirmed this. It's interesting that this story was taken down just minutes after it was posted. For real, this is not just idle talk. A lot of AI systems like Twitter, GPT, and others have proven it, the way these are lined up. Stories are very interesting. XRP is moving in the same way as both the Bloomberg analysis and the now defunct Forbes article. This means that it could not only compete with Bitcoin, but maybe even beat it. At its peak, Bitcoin was worth about $60,000, 0 cents. So this is very important. I find it more interesting when these well-known financial sources agree on something about XRP's future value. And it's important to find out why these big claims are being made. Why do well-known financial magazines like Forbes and Bloomberg so quickly, though only briefly in the case of Forbes, expect such a huge rise for XRP? This is more than just a guess. It seems like more people are sure about the cryptocurrency market and XRP's possible role in it in IT. What's important is to understand where XRP fits in the world of digital money. Bitcoin is often seen as a way to store value and act like gold. On the other hand, XRP is becoming known as an easier way to do business across borders. Its partnerships and technological advances are meant to speed up, lower the cost, and improve the efficiency of international trade. This is especially important in the world we live in now, where trade and banking between countries are very important. XRP's technology foundation, which is based on Ripple's blockchain technology, is built for speed and scale, which fixes some of Bitcoin's problems. XRP is a good choice for both individual buyers and banks that want to make money. Their work goes more easily. XRP will hit or go over $60,000, 0 cents. So when people say that, it makes sense. They're not just guessing. This shows how valuable XRP is and what it could do to the world's banking system. It means thinking of XRP as more than just another coin. It means seeing it as something that can change how money is treated. As the world of digital currencies changes, XRP stands out as a key player. You can see that XRP has a bright future when you look at what Bloomberg and Forbes have taught us, along with Ripple's technological progress and long-term relationships. In the case of the Forbes story, it's important to point out the trend we're seeing in the financial news about XRP that was banned. After AI looked it over, the story was up for a short time but was quickly taken down. This won't just happen once. There's a trend where financial news sites with ties to top executives write groundbreaking articles about cryptocurrencies like XRP and then quickly take them down. It makes you wonder why these articles are taken down so quickly and why there is silence afterward. Forbes isn't the only place seeing this trend. What the Bloomberg experts said about XRP is similar to what we've seen before. This information has been shared and checked, but it looks like there is an organized effort to downplay or even shut it down. Papers and reports that talk about XRP are being kept secret from the public. This is part of a pattern of hiding and not telling. Why do you not want these XRP talks to stay in the public eye? BlackRock's filing for the iShare XRP Trust ETF is a great example of this. This was a big move that didn't get the press it deserved. It should be big news that a bank of this size is taking steps to accept XRP, but the way it's being ignored and taken away makes it less important. That you delete things and don't say anything makes things more unclear than clear. I think it seems like a lot of work is being done to keep people from learning about these important changes in the world of cryptocurrency, especially XRP. What do these acts mean for the world? BlackRock has something to do with XRP. It is very interesting that these stories are now being thrown out as false. This is still the case, even though reputable sources like the news website for the Delaware state government made it clear that an XRP ETF trust company was set up by a BlackRock manager. This was proof that everyone could see, but these confirmations were quickly taken back. Think about this. In the first tweet, Eric Blinch, a Bloomberg analyst, said that BlackRock's choice to make the iShares